Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for today's lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7 for this part of the content video. It is the celebration of Le Mans' 100th anniversary to the famous 24-hour endurance race is the most finest, best moment ever since it all began back from 1913. 100 years until now, this is where all changed to have the best time to go for the 24 Heroes Du Mans racetrack for the Group 1 category to be served as a special event. It takes a lot of good history and best racing moment on every automotive brands to be well participate to be on a 24-hour event. Is now going to be quite very good to have all kinds of best race cars like GT, LMP1s, Group C, and all kinds of different car classes throughout the century. But this is going to get pretty much more exciting moment out there to see the best moments to be watching on the FIA World Endurance Championship for having a best competition to see all kinds of best race cars to be well categorized as Le Mans Hypercar, LMP2, GTM Pro, and also to have one innovative car is actually to have a NASCAR vehicle is now being well placed to have a specialized vehicle to be part of this year's event. Well, I bet you guys have already watched it because this is the best one ever yet to be well participate to be watch it to see all kinds of best motorsport moments ever since to be having a best history throughout the ages. So, especially to have the best pick to go for the Group 1 category ever since I just switched from my outfit appearance to have a Total Drama Island Killer Bass outfit is about to go for having a best Group C race car to be using with a Sauber Mercedes C9 1989 is going to be the best Group 1 category in the Group C class. So I'm all set, good to go because hard racing compound tires only will be eligible to be on the regulation. BOP/tuning prohibited is about to go for the high speed and set Total Drama Island race outfit, and this time is about to go especially to have the best recommend Group 1 car to go for the Group C. So I'll be using with the Sauber Mercedes C9 1989 is going to be the best recommend pick to go enter on the track to see how it turns out for only one part of the required tires to go for the hard racing compound. BOP regulation to be on the set to be on the tuning prohibited on the high speed specified is about to be checked, and also to have some settings to be on the track limit, and shortcut penalty is now being set to be on light. So here I go folks, it's about to go faster, quicker, and go focusing on the goal in about 3 minutes 25 seconds is about to go harder for the goal. For this part to be well applied to be on the horsepower on 809 HP and weight to be at 1,969 pounds is about to be checked and well organized to see how faster can the Group C cars can go. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go and start the time trial challenge. Let's begin. It's a wonderful daytime out there in Le Mans, you guys. This is going to be a perfect day and best opportunity to go for the hard-going effort on the goal in about 3 minutes 25.27 seconds to choose any kinds of best Group 1 cars, especially to be well specified to have Group C cars to go serve for the recommend. On the ranking board, I just went down and checked on the global ranking to see all kinds of best Gran Turismo players to be using with the same Sauber Mercedes C9 is going much more impressive and incredible out there. Okay, so I just went down page by page with no sign of replay icon that rounds in 3 minutes 24 or 25 seconds is now absolutely to go for having a Group C clear average for every GT players has actually did a good run out there. But there's also to have one replay icon is now being driving in the Porsche 919 Hybrid 2016 model is now being set by Mediocre Lopez in about 3 minutes 23.519 seconds is absolutely to have a single LMP1 race car is now being shown on the global ranking. maybe I might gonna have to give it a try and go for another round in a helping hand session, so I have to get much more quickly to be on a goal objective for having a new day. So let's start out and have my Total Drama Island Killer Bass variation to the Sauber Mercedes Z9 will be on the track in the present day era in Le Mans. This is where the faster cars comes in for only one prototype race car in the Group C car. Time to begin, and let's go for the chase and catch up for only one Ghost LMP1 race car. Here comes the first turn. Go early brake. Careful on the Dunlop chicane. Have that torque to steady up and catch up for only one chase to go down the hill and slide around to be on the left and right direction to go for the left turn by this part of the corner. So I have to be extra careful. If I made a mistake, that will have to be ends up in the result of the penalty to be going off the track by ignored track limit. Looks like I'm in the clear. Keep going straight. Coming in towards the first chicane is the Daytona. That will be the right side of the direction before you will be entered to be on the brake zone. Here it goes. Slow and steady. Practice well and you'll get it right. That's one chicane clear. Next up, Michelin chicane. The second part after Daytona chicane. It'll have to take 3 separate parts to be on a long straightaway to have one brake position to be on the right side direction and go for the left side direction to do the main part of the chicane. So here comes the Michelin chicane. Gonna take the left position and kick up the high gear to go for having a right direction on the left side apex before the next sector after clear from sector 3. Currently to be moving on in sector 4, you'll be entered and pull the brake at the Mulsanne corner will be at the right. That's more like it. Steady closely and then have that position to be all good. Sector 4 clear. Next up, Sector 5 is about to go much more pretty fast and dive right in to be at the Indianapolis corner for many expert players who have been participating in Le Mans for every year. Gonna brace myself, make that best cue to go for the inside apex. Very nice, very good, and go for the Arnage by entered on Sector 6. Just to kick up in the high gear before clear onto the Arnage, you'll be entered to be on the Porsche curve is going to get more consecutive tricky corners to be going well advanced. So brace yourself, I have to do it, and go quick early brake to be on the left side direction and then hold right to be on the inside on the apex before go for the quick left. Final sector after exit on the Porsche curve, you'll be entered at the Chevy curve. Corvette curve clear. Just gonna keep a good sprint to the finish. Now for the 4 chicane to do the last part. So that makes 3 minutes, 28 seconds. All I need is gonna have to get much more quickly to be on the main faster progression. And there it goes. I bet it's bronze. Well, I'm sure of it. But I'll have to go quickly to steady hard as much as I can to be more progressively to see how Le Mans and Group 1 cars is. Hold on. Looks like I'll have to get back to do some outcome to be on the first attempt. So let's have a good check. New day, new daily workout, and one session is now currently to be well cleared that you guys might gonna have to pause this before going proceed to be closed. Yep, I bet it's bronze, alright. 3 minutes, 32.003 seconds. Maybe the force feedback torque might need to do some tweak and sensitivity that needs to do some proper tuning. on to attempt 2. Gonna have to do it right because using a Group C car is the best recommend to improve your lap time to go higher onto the goal. Gonna have to amp it up, climb up, and timer resume. Come on, just gonna keep a good watchful eye on the ghost car, including mines. It's gonna be a little bit tough to distraction to tell. Okay, very nice. Doing some decent turn, cornering, and braking by doing a less amount. Okay, that's a close call. Always gonna have to keep a good watchful eye if there's a mistake happen to ignore a track limit by the penalty. So let's see how it turns out to go catch up and gain some separation without any distance to be calculated after clear from lap number 1. It takes hard steering. Gonna have to keep a good pushing in onto the feedback on the torque. Current sector by sector, all cleared to be checked, and have the ghost car to be pushing away from my current distance, and still yet to have the main focusing outcome for the objective to have the Porsche 919 Hybrid is doing the best serving as a coach. I bet it tested me, but I won't slow down this time. Going back to the Arnage in sector number 4. Okay, that's good. Gonna have to keep pushing, and then this current record is gonna be all set and good to be much more confirmed on the goal. But I can't wait to get the gold medal after this, or just gonna have to keep pushing hard to be on the next lap for another. Alright, that's good. Keep it going. Indianapolis all cleared. Arnage up ahead. That's a very good turn. Need to do some hard work. Okay, same thing to be on the manufacturer by the corners. First up, Porsche curb. Gonna have to keep a good extra careful to be on a high exercise caution, just like this. Hard right first, and then final sector, down I go. This could be impossible to have that lap time to go climb up in the gold, you guys. It's all about challenge at Le Mans to test yourself to see how good you are can master to be driving on the Group C prototype. So there goes. Currently to be well passed by and go by under 3 minutes. Added with 29.866 seconds. This has to take 5 seconds on a gap distance. Is now going to have to take that first part of the sector. Is going much more needs to do some decent work. And there it goes. Looks like that could be my only guess to have a penalty. That could be it right now. So that's how what happens. Ignore track limit when you're exit from sector 1 to go proceed on sector 2. Because as every other Le Mans racer knows about the penalties is actually to have the biggest mistake ever made to do it for only one part of the race, or especially to have the endurance as well to. But this part of the content video is going to have to test your skills and prove it to become as a true Le Mans racer in this lap time challenge to go harder, quicker, and be main decent on the agile objectives. Okay, that should do it well. Gonna have to beat that Porsche 919 Hybrid because it's just trying to tell me something to push up with the limits of boundaries. I had to make sure and gonna have to go quick slow down after crossing the penalty line after clear from the Arnage. Just take that Mosane. Gonna have to keep pushing forwards. Only one part of the 0.5 second penalty for my part of the distance is going to have to be slowed down to be proceed on the third lap. Okay, going back at the Indianapolis. Gonna brace myself, dive in quickly. Here comes the Arnage in the next sector. No need to have hazard lights without any opponents are being seen. Okay, there we go. Gonna have to keep focusing. Time is the competitive to have the best run in Le Mans. Gonna have to keep a promise to be on the final sector after finishing to be breakthrough onto the Corvette curb and Ford chicane. Here comes the third lap. Gonna work hard and break the ghost car to push through to be in the first position in the lead. Good grief. Looks like my ghost car just went through. Going a bit braking. Steady clearly. 0.2 seconds on the distant gap. Gonna have to keep pushing away and go through onto the ghost car upper hand. Okay, that's good. Back on track. Go for the minus in 0.3 seconds. Back on sector 3 after clear from Daytona chicane. Okay, looks like it's almost 9 minutes. Okay, here comes the perfect Mosane corner turn. Still at 0.2 seconds. Haha, looks like I got the first position in the lead, unless that could be having a one quick advantage for having a one trick faster LMP1. Okay, looks like Number 6 and 7 sector is going to be a very tough one. So I'm going to have to do it right and do a perfect corner just to have the Porsche curve first, break through to have a survival on the Corvette curve second. Okay, that's 1.3. Drop down at 1.2. Okay, that's good. Looks like silver average in 3 minutes, 28.145 seconds is now right at the get-go. Okay, that's good. Keep up the good improvement. Now for that turn, it's going to have to go proceed on sector 2. Full speed up ahead, climb up, and get back to kick it up on gear number 5. Get back on 0.2 seconds, increase on the distance. Still got a lot of more paces to go to catch up to the Ghost Porsche 919 Hybrid. But only in the next part of the clip in this video segment, I'll have to be using to have the same Porsche 919 Hybrid with the UTRS Inspirtech livery ever since for the Nations Cup on the 2023 series. Well, maybe I'll have to go and add it to my memo. After putting up to have one attempt to catch up for having one Sauber Mercedes C989 for the TDI Killer Bass variation, and even for myself to have the same outfit to be currently to be related to the Total Drama Fan Art livery. That's a good turn. Still not yet to be catching up to that tricky ghost car. But I still got this to overcome this obstacle. There we go. Pushing up ahead. Now go for the Arnage. He's still got some good skills, trying to catch up to my good upper hand advantage. I'll give him that. Okay, this is going to get a very tough one to handle. Going hard right at the Porsche curve. Yep, pretty stable and very tough to handle on the final sector on the Porsche curve, followed by the Corvette curve and Ford chicane. Okay, safe and clear. Alright, well, one Group 1 car in the Group C category is now being done for the day. Next up, LMP1 to the same Group 1 class is absolutely to have the same Porsche 919 Hybrid. And even for today's daily workout for having a 4-star roulette ticket is now being pronounced complete. 2 sessions and go down to have some results for having 7 sectors in Le Mans. Sector 1 in the 4th lap that has 31.326 seconds. Sector 2 and 3 on lap number 2. 33.921 seconds and 28.030 seconds. Sector 4 and 5 in the fourth lap, 23.602 seconds, followed by 28.843 seconds. Third lap on Sector 6, 29.918 seconds, and Sector 7 on lap number 2, 31.29 seconds. So I guess the third lap highlight on Sector 6 that contains to have the best lap time ever since I just pulled the skills to be faster, to be quicker in 3 minutes, 28.145 seconds that will end up in a result of the outcome from bronze into silver. Almost close enough by the way, but replay is just what I need to have one Group C car to have the race time to be well served. It takes lack of hard work and possibility to have the main count out to see which is going to have to be on the main correction to have the best lap time for only 3.5 or 4 seconds. Well, maybe I might have to change my appearance and grab the Porsche 919 Hybrid before moving on to take the next part of the clip. Okay, back to be as a UDRS racer to the same livery on the 919 Hybrid. Here I go for attempt number 3. When the countdown begins, attempt number 4 is going closer in about 40 minutes as the current lap time challenge ends. But I still have a lot of thinkable time and get things through because one hard lap time challenge and one possible objective for myself to have one LMP1 category is still yet to be pushing through and pull some higher advantage to be on the main part of the objectives. I'm gonna have to turn up the volume on the engine and go down to be on the first sector to go slide around and do some more cornering to be on the elevation. That's how practice every day is going to have to take a duration for every 2 weeks, including this one. So that's one sector clear, currently to be entered on the first half straightaway on Sector 2. Okay, it's getting a little bit trouble out there on Daytona Chicane. Just to keep my ghost car away from my distance and still yet to be going up or having an update in 3.5 seconds according to my calculations. "39 minutes left. Just gonna have to hurry up and keep a good main agile objective to go speed up quickly to be on a main handling objective. Okay, there's my ghost car coming in from last scene. It's gonna have to do the same thing all over again like session 3. Okay, tried to keep pushing away. Still not yet to be well faded away to be having it shown on the radar. Okay, there we go. Now put an early brake on the Arnage. Four seconds on the current distance up ahead to get closer nearby. That could be my only guess. Okay, there we go. Looks like improvement on the lap time is still yet to beat the current record. In 3 minutes, 28 seconds before beat the fourth chicane is gonna have to take one last part of the piece. And there it goes. Looks like same time as possible to be on the decimal in 0.130 seconds. I know how hard it is, you guys. This could get another part of the silver medal position for myself to get 1 million GT credits after finishing for only 36 minutes left. Well, at least that might have to take a front times and go challenging measures to see how it turns out for perfectly to be on the Group 1 class in the lawns in the 24-hour layout. Well, I kind of say because it was a lot of hard work, and using two parts of the Group 1 class is actually to do the main workout for each part of the segment. Well, I kind of say this because I just took 4 sessions and update for having a highlight that you guys might gonna have to pause this before proceed to be entered for having a best top effort to go for having a main average. So, in the meantime, because comparison to world record in 4.56% in 16,302nd place is all I need to get. Well, I kind of say because it was a lot of tough effort out there to have the main target time adjusted ever since from the circuit experience. Well, especially for only one part in the Porsche 919 Hybrid from GT Sport to the Peugeot 908 HDI FAP 2010 to be part in GT7. But after all, practice well, go hard, and the best lap time in Le Mans is the celebration to the 100th anniversary. Sometimes other racers did their best, and others just went for having a 1 DNF for sure that ends up for having a total amount of accident. But you know, several accident moments when you're racing in Le Mans, and as you may ever watch it from the FIA World Endurance Championship from every year, so this could be quite giving a shocking, terrifying moments to see these kinds of car accidents. But best moments is doing all kinds of best outcome when reaching in the finish line, especially for Ferrari of this year. But they did a good job out there to see how Le Mans Hypercar, LMP2, and even to have the GTM Pro category is now doing the best time ever to see that 3 car classes of this year's WEC season in Le Mans is doing a one best excellent podium finish. But that's what I call a Le Mans competition for having a best history in the making. Another lifetime challenge clear, another silver, and another 1 million credit is now being well done before the next day will be proceed to be forward for having a best Saturday before tomorrow is going to be the 4th round in the GTWS Manufacturers Cup will be at Sardinia Road Track B course layout for the second part in the Group 4 category. So, when it comes in to have a next part for doing the best time in Le Mans for the Group 1 category, but there will be next year to see how it turns out for having a different car classes like Group 3 will have to be on the same track as well. But it was a lot of fun out there to go faster, challenging, and make a good thrill of the speed to see how differences to be on the Group 1 class to have the best prototype like Vision GT, LMH, LMP1, and of course to have the classic good old Group C cars is now absolutely to have the very best finest historic racing car ever since from the 1980s and earlier 1990s. So maybe next time if I had to be using with the Mazda 787B, that would be much more fine rotary tastic to go faster to tame the track in the present day era. So next up in the next 2 weeks, Group 4 category will be at Watkins Glen International on the long course to see how it turns out to be challenging ever since from only one part of the road car by using with the Corvette C7 CR1 2019. It's been a long time you guys, long time of waiting and along with the Audi TTS Coupe 2014 at Tsukuba Circuit. But after all, it takes a lot of best thrill of historic moments to be in 100 years in making at Le Mans. Gonna have to wrap this up before at the end of the video. I'll have to keep a good watchful eye out at the Legend Car dealership because the Ferrari GTO 1984 is all I need to have for only one part to be registered to the car index, and then the Total Drama World Tour Team liveries is about to be set and go for the green light. So keep an eye out on my Twitter account to have some new tweet videos by every day and every week. It takes patience, strategy to be well delayed, and go down to do some of my development. By sometime around after finishing in round 4, will be prior to be focusing to be moving on in week number 3 to be continue on in the GTWS season in the Manufacturers Cup. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Twitter, Instagram, GT Planet, and more for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.